Get in here right now, girl, because I caught him red-handed, honey, cheating. Come in here right now. I'm going to tell you the story. Get in here right now, baby, okay? I'm going to tell you the story, okay? I caught him red-handed cheating, okay? Ciao. I'm going to tell you the full story all about it, okay, baby? I had to make sure I didn't even have time to put on no clothes before I told y'all all about this, honey. Excuse me for being in my skippies today, okay, darling? I don't know what to do. Click like and click share, baby. You know how these stories go, baby. You're going to want other people to hear this one, okay? Now, for those of y'all who are wondering, okay, of course I didn't catch my man cheating because I ain't got no man, baby. I just wear this ring on this hand. The camera flips it, okay? This is really my right hand. I caught one of my friends' husbands cheating. And I want to ask your opinion. Comment below, comment below, comment below. If you were to catch your friend's man, or a woman for that matter, cheating, would you tell them? Comment below. I want to hear your opinion on this. After you click share, let me know you shared it, my dear. Okay, let me tell you what happened. Okay, darling? So, I am out and about. Okay, oh, this camera, let's lower me down. Let's lower down, okay? Okay, perfect. Okay, now I'm in the shot, for real. Hey, y'all got to see everything, okay? Got to make sure my girls are there. Okay, so listen. So, I'm not going to give no real names, okay? And I'm not being messy. This happened long enough in the past where all parties are aware of enough. Let me just get through the story, okay? So, I have a friend. Let's call her Sarah. So, Sarah and I, such good friends. And you know, a while ago, you know how some friends, you spend a lot of time with them at certain points in time, but we spend a lot of time together. We used to go here, we used to go there. We'd be all over the place together, honey, ripping around these streets. And she would bring me around her husband. Let's call him Marcus. Okay? So we'd be around and everything like that. And when I would be around Marcus, he seemed nice enough. I didn't think much of him or anything like that. He just seemed cool. You know, I really didn't think nothing of him. But I mean, you know, I was like, whatever, you know, do you, boo. If that's the man you love, then that's the man you love. But then when we would go out and about and Marcus would come with us, I noticed that Marcus always had a wandering eye. I always noticed that he'd always have a wandering eye, looking at different people. And one time when I looked up at him, and I saw him looking at somebody else, looking at a woman, and he saw me looking at him, he kind of turned away, right? So I figured, well, maybe she know her man got a wandering eye. You know, I mean, a wandering eye is not a wandering, you know what? So I was like, okay, well, whatever. So we've been friends, we keeping it cool, we keeping it cute. And then fast forward, one day I'm out to lunch with one of my other friends, right? I remember it was at this Thai restaurant I used to like to go to. I'm at the Thai restaurant, and then next thing I know, I look over. That looked like Marcus. That looked like Marcus. Well, my friend didn't know who Marcus was, so I didn't say nothing. And then in walks this little woman, right? And I'm like, that don't look like no coworker. That don't look like no coworker. Because she just, I don't know, she looked like she was dressed for a date. You know what I mean? Wearing something tight. This is like doing lunchtime on a Tuesday. So why would you be wearing something like that if you just leaving out from work? And I'm sitting and they got their backs and they can't really see me. And he's got his hand on her back talking and everything like that. I'm like, well, maybe that's a relative. Maybe he just, you know, whatever. Maybe that's just his relative. I don't know. Next thing I know, she feeds him some food. You know, he eats it. I'm like, well, some relatives are a little closer than others. Then next thing I know, he leans in, kisses her. You know, feed him, kiss. Whoa, baby. So you know what I did in that moment? I immediately grabbed my food. I was like, I got to just take this to go here. I'm gonna give him my card. You pay for my food. I'm gonna get out of here. Because I did not want to be in an awkward situation of him seeing me there. I had to formulate what my plan was. So I left. I didn't know what to do. I was like, should I tell her about this? You know, I didn't know what to do. So what I ended up doing is I called some friends, asked for advice. On one side of the table, some friends said, tell her. On the other side of the table, some friends said, absolutely don't tell her. She should already know what she probably already knows. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do at all, right? So what I chose to do was I tried to bring it up to her in a lighthearted way. I was like, girl, what you think about open relationships? This guy who I'm getting to know, he be asking me, should we do an open relationship? I'm not sure. I'm trying to see, like, maybe they have an open relationship. And she was like, she said, oh, no, I'm completely against open relationships. I was like, oh, you are? Oh, okay. And then she was like, yeah, I'm against open relationships. Oh, God, no. I was like, okay, well, okay. I was like, well, I don't know. I mean, I could be, I guess an open relationship is not for me, but I feel like cheating is any time that you like a remotely intimate or going on dates with other people. But I know some couples don't feel that way, so maybe like for you, like, do you feel like it's cheating to go to lunch with somebody else? And so she's like, yeah, of course that's cheating, girl. And she's like, she looks at me, she's like, what are you trying to bring up? What are you saying? Well, I don't understand this. I didn't even know you were dating anybody, because I wasn't dating nobody. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, nothing, girl. She's like, be direct with me. And with my friends, I can't lie to them. I was like, and she's like, is this something you need to share with me? And she's pushing me. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, she may have an inclination. So I said, I don't know what I saw, but I think that I saw Marcus out on a date with somebody else. And she says, what? I said, I think that I saw Marcus out on a date with someone else. She looked down at the ground, just real quiet and contemplative. Looked down, and she said, how do you know it was a date? I said, well, the girl was feeding them, and they kissed. She says, okay. Thank you for sharing this with me. I will address this. I was like, okay. All right. Okay. So I'm nervous. I'm like, what's that mean? I didn't hear from her for a week, which wasn't common. We used to talk every day. Next thing I know, I'm out at the Whole Foods, and I see her walking down the aisle with who other than Marcus. Okay? And I'm like, oh, hi. He rolls his eyes at me and goes the other way and says, babe, I'm gonna go grab some milk. She looks at me and says, hi, how are you? Real brand new. I was like, I'm good. How you been? I ain't talked to you in forever. It's been like a week. Yeah. We're just doing what we have to do, working on our household and everything like that. And I said, and I looked around, make sure he wasn't coming back. I was like, is everything okay? She says, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I said, well, the fact that he was on a date with somebody else, is everything okay? Oh, things are fine. I was like, but she said, I don't even want to talk about it. I didn't hear from her at that point for probably almost a year and a half after that. Didn't hear from, it was radio silence, right? I wouldn't see it, because this is back with Facebook and all that other stuff. I wouldn't see her on Facebook all the time. I'm saying when Facebook was like the only thing. I didn't see her on Facebook like that. We were still friends, but I wasn't seeing her stuff popping up. I just didn't see her. Anything about her, she wouldn't return my calls, nothing. Year and a half later, I'm at some event. It was like a birthday party, something like that, for one of our mutual friends. She was there. Marcus wasn't. And I said, hey, how are you? She's like, I'm fine. And she says, can I talk to you for a minute? I said, yes. Yeah. So you know how when you have parties, you put people's coats on the bed in the back room? She said, can we go back to the back room to talk? I said, yeah, let's sit back there. So we sat on the person's bed. And she says, you were right. He was cheating on me. And when I confronted him about it, he told me that wasn't the case. He told me that I was lying. He told me I was jealous. He told her that I was jealous. Malcolm was jealous of their couple. And she says, and although somewhere in my heart I knew that wasn't true, it was easier for me to believe the lies that he told me than it was to believe that my man was cheating on me. Get this, girls. Again, because he had already cheated on her before. How about that? And so she says, so he really pressured me not to be around you because he said, don't be around people who are trying to destroy our relationship. And it was really rough, you know. He didn't want me to be around you. When I would want to call you, he'd always talk me out of it. And it happened that way. And I got so focused on saving my relationship and everything like that. She said, but I finally left him a couple months ago. I said, why'd you leave him? He said, she said, that girl you saw him with? I was like, He got her pregnant. Child, with twins. But get this, honey, because this is the real tea. How she found out that he got the girl pregnant was this. He took her to her like ultrasound appointment or whatever it is. Took her to the appointment. I guess he paid the bill or whatever for it. So she saw like a little receipt. His dumb behind didn't even throw out the receipt. So she saw the receipt from the, when you pay the copay or whatever. Child, get this. She see the receipt. Like, why is he going to an OBGYN? She called the health insurance company because she's on the plan with him. It's her husband. Child, he had the other girl on the plan too. I don't know how he worked that out. Had the other girl on the plan too, right? Covered her health insurance. So she said, I had to leave him. I was so embarrassed at that point in time. I said, well, how'd you leave him? She said, well, here's the other piece of the story. She says, I really didn't leave him. What ended up happening was he told me that the only way that we would be together is if I was willing to accept the fact that he was going to be maintaining that household and spending some nights with her and being with me at the same time. And she says he basically wanted me to tolerate having an open relationship where he could be with the mother of his children, okay, while still being with me. And I just couldn't do it. And so we broke up. And he says, and I wanted to reach out to you. I felt so bad. I felt so embarrassed. And that's why I never reached out to you. It's just because you ever forgive me. And I told her, I could forgive her, but in all honesty, the friendship was never the same after that. It just wasn't. It just never was the same. I check on her every now and again. That's why I still consider her a friend. I check on her. I talked to her even before this video to get clearance. I don't be running my mouth. That's one of the rules I have about my videos. I'm not going to talk to you about nobody who I'm currently dating. Nothing like that, honey. That's sacred. In the past, work through it, or stuff in the past with other people. I've already talked to them about it, okay? So anyway, she said, talk about this. She said, I think it will help people. Here's my advice to y'all on this whole matter, okay? So I'm looking at y'all's comments about should you tell a friend if you find out that their man is cheating or their woman is cheating. My opinion is this, okay? Now, this may be a controversial opinion, but I'm just going to share the shit, okay? If you are my close friend, I'm talking about bestie, or my sister or brother, then yes, I'm going to tell you. If you are a kiki buddy, a good old Jew that I hang out with here and there, I'm not bringing shit up. And the reason why I'm not going to is because I'm not close enough to you to know your relationship dynamics and how you're going to handle it. Okay? I feel like when you give somebody a hard truth, you have to be prepared for them not being willing to accept that truth. Because here's what I believe in my heart of hearts. She knew that he was some trash. He knew he was cheating. She knew he was cheating on her, okay? These men don't just go off cheating on you and it's like, ta-da, I'm cheating. What did you think he was doing when he was coming home late all those nights? What did you think he was doing when he would a text message and he'd look off the side of the bed to respond back to it? What did you think he was doing when he always had his phone on lock, or somehow or another when he would go into the bathroom, he always had his phone with him, and you like, I know he got to go to the bathroom, but does it really take that long? What did you think he was doing all this time? So you had inclinations. And my thing is, it's rare that you are ever telling somebody something that they absolutely knew nothing about. So for me, unless it's somebody I'm extremely close to, I'm not jumping in those muddy waters. I'm not jumping in it at all. Since this happened to me with multiple friends, I'm not saying nothing. And then when you come to me later on and say, child, I found out that Tony was cheating on me. You know what I'm going to say? Girl, how do you feel? Is there anything I can do for you? I'm not going to be like, girl, I knew about it all along. I ain't doing that. No. Girl, how you feel? Is there anything I can do for you? I'm going to tell you this right now, okay? You got to mind your business and let grown folks be grown folks, okay? If they choose to be with him, okay, trust and believe. Cheating is not his only problem, okay? A man who gonna run around cheating on you, he got plenty of other deficiencies too. They don't just compartmentalize that one area to be a mess in, okay? So she's already with a mess. She's well aware that she's with a mess, okay? Let her be with that mess, okay? You did not get in a friendship with her, you know, under the idea that I can only be your friend, only be close to you if you were in healthy relationships with your man. No, baby, we friends. My friendship with you ain't got nothing to do with your situation over there. So that's my opinion on it. That's what I chose to do. This was originally based on a viewer letter that came in to ask, should you talk to your friend if you know that they man is cheating on them? If you really close, okay, then tell them. But here's the thing I want to say in closing that I want you to remember this, is that people will go to great lengths to protect and to defend the fantasy that they hold in front of them. So unless you know that that friend is ready and able to hear that their partner is doing some stuff, honey, I would value my friendship more than I would value telling them about their man, okay? They're going to figure it out one way or another, okay? I'm not getting involved in that. Unless, like I said, you my sister, my brother, or my closest friend. That's just my opinion. Comment below and let me know yours. And do y'all see this body, honey? You know what I was doing, okay? I was pulling it down here, okay? I was going to wear it down here. You know, one of the tricks you do, this is what you want to do. When you're on camera, you get your little clamp here, and you clamp it right here on the belt, right? Y'all be saying, why is stuff be hanging out? Because I clamp it, but I said I can't do that because if I sit up, y'all gonna see this one look crazy. So I said, that's what you put that right there, honey. Put a little oil on the girls, make sure it's good and oiled up in there. That's what you do. And then you just come here, you sit here, honey. Give y'all some eye candy. That's what I noticed, to give you some eye candy while I talk. And you clench up every now and again. Y'all ain't complaining about it, honey. Have a good one, y'all.